You know, Music and Words Unite is only possible because of viewers and supporters like you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Mark cry. Hello and welcome to another episode of Music and Words Unite. I am your co-host Troy, and with me I have my friend and co-host Mark. How you doing, Mark?
What's good?
And today we are going to do another episode of underrated top 10 underrated songs. And this time it's one of my all-time favorite bands, perhaps my all-time favorite band, Dream Theater, who I've seen live about 45 times, Mark, since 1996. And so huge fan, know a lot about them, and I figured, you know, anybody can put out a top 10 list. There's really good ones out there. Shout out to Sea of Tranquility, Pete Pardo. He's got a really good top 10 list and stuff like that. And of course, we could do our own, but I figured, why not do like top 10 most underrated? You know, maybe songs that people aren't that familiar with, but if you hear me or Mark talk about it, maybe that makes you want to go check it out and give it another chance if you didn't like it right away, or if it's not one of your favorites, you know, or maybe you never heard it. So we're going to do 10 to 1. And I think let's get right to it, Mark. At number 10, for me, something is underrated is either got to have certain criteria, actually. It's got to be, they hardly ever play it live, like once in a while, right? Like it's not very popular of a live song. Or if it's popular of a live song, but it's just one that when they play it, like the fans don't go crazy, or you just don't hear a lot about online, you know, as far as in the fandom forums.
That's what I based mine off of, just like going through like people's favorite tracks or whatever and just not seeing it very often.
Yes, yeah. So I'm doing the same, pretty much the same. So at number 10, I have a Mangini era song, actually, which is The Enemy Inside from the self-titled Dream Theater album, which is basically after the False Awakening suite, the first song that comes on. And that song, I think, is a kick-ass killer song, man. That song, the drumming on it is insane. Like, it's probably one of my favorite Mike Mangini drum performances is on that song in Dream Theater. And the riff is great, and the soloing is great, and the video for it is really good. And yeah, I think it's out of the Mangini era songs. There's some Mangini era songs that aren't underrated, like that are popular, right? Like Breaking All Illusions is one of them and stuff like that. But one that they do play the song live, but I don't see it like ranked in anyone's like top list. But so for me, The Enemy Inside is a nice number 10.
I just want to make a quick word, and I think maybe one of the reasons is because like I think a lot of people really like Illumination Theory, and you know it's like basically like half the album. So I think like it's kind of like in the same vein there, you know. So like maybe it's a little overshadowed, because I know when I listen to that album, I do like The Enemy Inside. I remember that song. That song's awesome. But like Illumination Theory, I was just like, damn, this is like ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. So at number 9, I have a deep cut here. Okay. Which is a song which is a B-side on Fall Into Infinity. But they played this live at their Score 25th anniversary concert, which was on DVD. It's called Raise the Knife. Probably, in my opinion, the best B-side on Fall Into Infinity, and they have a lot of good B-sides. But Raise the Knife is definitely check out. You know, you can listen to the demo version, but definitely check out the live version from Score DVD or the CD, you know, or the streaming. It's all on streaming, that concert. Man, that song is really, really good. So just wanted to give a shout out to that one.
So you're not going with You Not Me?
Side note, the demo for You Not Me, You or Me, I think is better than You Not Me, actually. I much prefer it. Okay. So Raise the Knife is my number 9. All right. And if you have anything to say, you just chime in. Okay. Number 8 is a very popular album, but not a song I see ranked high up people's lists. And that song is Space Divest. Which is the last song on Awake, which was written by Kevin Moore mainly, and I freaking love that song, man. I think that song is awesome.
Yeah.
What about you? You like that one?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna chime in real quick. I think Awake is kind of an underrated album. I mean, it's not really, like, it's a great album, but I think it gets overshadowed by Images and Words and Scenes from a Memory. I love Awake, man. I think it has an awesome sound, and I love that like Kevin Moore is like more. I mean, he wrote like 3 songs on there, I'm pretty sure. Didn't he write 6 o'clock and something
Yeah.
else too, right?
Well, I mean, he co-wrote, all the songs with them, but I think and he actually wrote the drum part, believe it or not, for 6 o'clock. He programmed that on a drum machine, and Mike Mangini recreated it. So yeah, he definitely heavily influenced 6 o'clock for sure. Yeah.
He actually, I'm looking here. He wrote, I think, my favorite song on the album, "Lie." I love that song, man.
Okay. You mean the lyrics or the? Because I think they're all with
the
music.
lyrics.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Just the lyrics. I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Space Dive S, I'm pretty sure he's almost the main music writer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is like a Kevin Moore song, basically. But
Very
yeah, that song is really good, man. It's like the most unique sounding Dream Theater song because no other Dream Theater song sounds like that because it's basically a Kevin Moore song. And by the way, speaking of Martin Popoff from a previous album, well, I think Martin Popoff said like his favorite prog album or one of his favorite albums of all time is Graveyard Mountain Home by Kevin Moore, which I bought that CD and I haven't listened to it, so we should do an episode on that. But anyway, still we're talking about Space Dive S. So yeah, Space Dive S. Cool note about this. I actually saw the first ever live performance of this, I think. And it was, unless I'm mistaken, but I think this is true. It was a show with Jordan Rudess and James Labrie. And they performed it together. It was in New York, and it was like a piano show and stuff like that. It was like not a Dream Theater show, but this song was actually performed back then with them. And I saw that and I recorded. I think it's up on YouTube somewhere. But anyway, so yeah, Space Dive S, that's a good one. Number 7, Mark, comes from this, and now I just get an opportunity to show this off, Mark. Comes from this record. This is an original pressing from 1989, near mint, signed by the band. Then I got them to sign it. I mean, I don't have Charlie's signature, but I got everybody else to sign it.
Bummer.
Yeah. So yeah, and the song is Status Seeker.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Status Seeker, man. The song's really good. Super underrated. I wish they'd play it more. And here's my hot take about Status Seeker, aside from the fact it's a really good song. It's the only song out of the whole of When Dreaming Do Unite where I prefer Charlie Dominici's version over James Labrie's. I think his voice fits that song better. It's more of a pop style song.
Excellent.
Yeah. And but every other song I'd rather have James Labrie, but that song I'd rather have Charlie Dominici. I think he does an excellent job on that song. That's for me. Banger song, yeah.
Just a funny little short story. I have a buddy who's he thinks Dream Theater's cool. He's not like a big Dream Theater fan, but for some reason he loves that song. He loves Status Seeker. It's just very random because it's on like their first album, and like I don't know why he likes it. I must have like played it one time and he was like, he just really liked it. Just really random though.
That part where he says, "I want to know you now," and he's,
I know I always
believed. I can't say, but that part is so good.
You draw the bottom line with a dollar sign.
Yeah. Change of opinion at the drop of a dime. Man, I gotta go listen to that song. That song is so
Graceless
good.
Intrusion.
Oh man, the guitar solo was so good. That song is awesome, man. Song should be higher than number 7 on the list. That's what I'm talking about it. But anyway, great song. Number 6 is New Millennium, which is the opening track to Fall into Infinity, which is heavily inspired by 80s King Crimson, I believe, and a little bit of U2. But fun fact, there's a forgotten episode. Mark and I reviewed a U2 Octoon Baby. Well, we listened to it and we didn't egg making an episode. But the first song on that is Zoo Station. And I think Zoo Station has some influence on this song, but a lot of 80s King Crimson influence. And Alice in Chains, too. It's a mix of a lot of different influences on this tune. And yeah, I think New Millennium is super underrated, and it only gets better with time, in my opinion. All right. Anything for you?
I prefer New Millennium Cyanide Christ by Meshuggah. But
all right, well, fair enough. All right. Number 5, all right, is Misunderstood, which is from the album 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence. It's like their alternative rock song, kind of grungy alternative rock song. Not grungy per se, but a little bit. The chorus is a little bit grungy. And I freaking love Misunderstood, man. I don't understand why people don't like that song. I'm like, the lyrics to that song I think are amazing, man. The lyrics are so good. The verse, the pre-chorus, the chorus. That song's awesome, man. I love Misunderstood. For me, that's a super underrated song. So
now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Which part of 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence, the song, is your favorite? Or is the most underrated?
Oh, most underrated. Geez, I don't know what's I can't figure out what would be underrated on that because it's kind of one piece. What do you think? What's your opinion?
I like the Test That Stumped Them All.
Okay.
I also like Solitary Shell, even though it sounds like a Irish Spring commercial, but I love that though.
I don't think it's underrated though because they play it all the time, you know.
No,
but,
I don't think it's underrated, but
yeah. Maybe the ending, Losing Time, grand finale. I think it's a really good ending, and you never hear anybody talk about it. But it is kind of one piece, so maybe that's why. But
definitely not About to Crash. I feel like that's the one people think is probably the best. But.
Yeah. All right. So that's number 5. Number 4 comes from the album Octavarium, and the song is These Walls. All right. Man, that chorus is so strong. Such a great chorus. The verses in 6/8, you know, I love that time signature. I love how kind of atmospheric that song is, and then it kicks in. And I love the lyrics to that song. It's another really good song lyrically. And the guitar solo is not flashy, but it's super melodic. And at the end, when James LaBrie is really belting it at the end, and then there's like a lead guitar going on at the end. I love that song. Yeah, so that's a good one for me.
Cool.
All right. Number 3 is from a live album. It's kind of an improv song, actually. It's called Bombay Vindaloo, which is on Live at the Marquee, which is from the Images and Words tour. And if you like Dream Theater or if you like instrumental music, it is an instrumental. And it is not 100% improv because the song is structured, but it's mainly just soloing and stuff like that. And a lot of that's improv. So that's my number 3. I think that song is absolutely incredible. Just amazing musicianship and improvisation, and it's awesome.
Cool.
Any thoughts about that one? Okay. All right. Number 2, Mark, comes from this album again. Now, I debated if this song was underrated or not, meaning I wasn't totally sure, but they hardly ever play this song live. And I just don't see it talked about on forums and stuff much, right? And ranking lists. And that song is The Killing Hand. Now, it is a Dream Theater classic for the hardcore fans, but I still think it's super underrated even for the hardcore fans. I think The Killing Hand, number 2, is arguably the best song on When Dreaming Day and Night. It's one of them. The problem with Dreaming Day and Night is like every song is good in my opinion. But so The Killing Hand is one of my favorite songs on that album. It's one of the ones where when James LaBrie performs it live, especially on Live at the Marquee album, which is the Bombay Vindaloo's on. That's the definitive version. Go listen to The Killing Hand Live at the Marquee. Not even the Charlie Dominici one. Go listen to that one. And my God, James LaBrie's vocals he's at the absolute top of his game at that time. That song is kick-ass, man. That song is killer. The lyrics are almost nonsensical. Like, it's like the opposite of good. The lyrics are like a story that doesn't make a lot of sense. But I mean, they're not nonsensical, but they're just super like, I don't know. They're not the best lyrics, but the song is just awesome. So that's The Killing Hand. And number 1, Mark.
Oh, I was just going to say something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did they play A Fortune and Lies a lot live?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that might be my favorite song on Dreaming Day and Night.
Yeah, I just don't think that one's underrated, but yeah.
No, yeah. That's why I asked.
Yeah. And like Yetzi Jam, they play all the time. You know, there's a lot of ones they play a lot from that, but The Killing Hand, they don't play very often. And one of the reasons probably is because it's very hard to sing. and it's super hard to sing. And also, maybe it's just not as popular. So, why play something that's long, hard to sing, and it's not that popular? But for me, it's like number 2. So, and number 1, Mark, I think this might surprise you, is Blind Faith from 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence.
Oh, another 6 Degrees song, huh?
Blind Faith might be in my top 10 like favorite Dream Theater songs. It's up there, top 15 for sure.
It's a James LaBrie song too.
Yeah, James LaBrie, Blind Faith, and I love everything about that song from start to finish, from the atmosphere to the verse to the strong choruses, and some of the most amazing instrumental like Dream Theater music you can ask for. It's got, Jordan Root has some of his best in there, and amazing guitar solo, and one of the best, if not the best, but definitely one of the best unison sections, harmonized unison sections from John and Jordan ever recorded. And one of the hardest pieces of music to play on guitar in the whole Dream Theater catalog as well. And that's not why it's good. It just happens to be that, actually. So yeah, I would say Blind Faith is my number 1. Does that surprise you, Mark? I'm just curious.
A little bit, only because I feel like I haven't heard you talk about 6 Degrees as much as other albums.
Okay.
I do like 6 Degrees a lot. I feel like it kind of gets a little bit forgotten too. Just like anything that's not like images and words or like scenes from a memory or even like Train of Thought in this, like people really like Train of Thought a lot, which I never knew that. I always thought Train of Thought
it's super highly rated. That's why I didn't have
is.
anything on the list, because I don't think any of it's underrated,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also see that you have nothing off the Astonishing. You want to explain yourself? Or?
Well, let me say this. I do have bonus, like a few I wrote down that didn't make my top 10. I wrote like 15 down.
Okay.
And what didn't make my top 10, I won't spend as much time on, but go down the list. One of them is on the Astonishing. There's a song called Moment of Betrayal, which goes into an instrumental called Heaven's Cove. The Moment of Betrayal, while it's not in my top 10 underrated, I do think is an underrated song. It's a good song. So it's kind of a banger song. Another one is Eve, which is a super rare Dream Theater song. They used to play it live back in the day, Awake era, but it's on the single. It's like a B-side on the single for The Silent Man. It's super rare, but it's an instrumental. That's one. Couple other ones, and then I'll wrap it up. Speak to Me, which is a Falling to Infinity B-side. The Way It Used to Be, which is a Falling to Infinity B-side. And here's one that no one ever talks about. And I almost put it in my top 10, but I didn't. Which is Take Away My Pain. But the demo version. The album version is good, but the demo version is just killer. So yeah. So those are my top 10 / top 15 underrated Dream Theater songs. Any thoughts, Mark? What did I miss one that you would have put there?
Yeah, Pull Me Under. Are you kidding?
Okay.
No, hold on, let me see. No, not really, because you know way better what they play live. Like, just going off of like stuff that I don't see people post, like I don't know. I like I said, Lie is like I love that song. They probably play it live, or people talk about it though. Yeah, okay.
They do play it live a lot. Yeah.
I think that song's awesome. Let me see here. What else?
While you're doing that, like I didn't include anything off of Images because none of that's underrated.
Nah, yeah, you can't. Or anything off of Metropolis Part 2.
Yeah, there's nothing on there. I didn't include anything off a Train of Thought because none of that's underrated. Like, 6 Degrees, like the Glass Prison, people love that song. People love the 6 Degrees song. So I had to find more deeper cuts, for me. But they're some of my favorites. So yeah.
Oh, here's the song. I don't know if they play this live a lot. This is on an album that I don't think people really like too much. I like it though. I think it has weird production, but I like it. It's on A Dramatic Turn of Events. It's called Bridges in the Sky.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's underrated, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this whole album's kind of underrated because, like I said, I don't think people really care about it too much. I think it came about at a time when people were like upset that Portnoy was like left the band.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm pretty sure this album has like pretty weird production, doesn't it?
It does. It's weird, and the mix is weird on that album.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It's my least
but I remember.
favorite. Yeah. It's the least favorite production, I would say. Mix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I
Not
remember
my
when
least
we
favorite
did
album.
the when we did like the tier list or whatever we did. We did a tier list, right? Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
I remember listening to this album and I was like, oh, this album's pretty good, but like the mix is just really weird.
It is weird, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know enough about what they play live or what is considered like a strong song to really make any type of judgments. But I'll definitely take your word for it because you are a Dream Theater aficionado. So
All right, well, that's my list. What about you? We have a free community, like a music club where we just geek out about music and share stuff with each other. It's on Discord. The link for that would be in the pinned comment. We'd love to see you there. Of course, everything's free. So yeah, check that out. What do you think? What do you think of my list? Does anything surprise you? What would you put that I didn't put? Now, of course, it has to be underrated. It can't be a popular song, right? That's the criteria. Because I missed obviously a million popular songs. But yeah, what do you think? Do you agree, disagree? What did I miss? Or maybe not miss, but what would you add or something like that? Let us know if you actually checked out any of these songs from the episode and you end up liking it, by the way. Let us know as well. All right. That would be really cool. You can come in the Discord if you want to take the extra step. And about 5% of our viewers are subscribed, and we do a mix of like deep dives on albums, track by track, podcast style. We do album reviews, we do some reaction videos, and we do content like this, where it's just more just like discussions and stuff. So if you like that idea, consider giving us a subscription. It would go a long way, and maybe you'll get something out of it, right? Well, Mark, until next time.
goodbye.
See you later.